What a scene we're going to have. Full checkerboard environment. Not just the end zones that are checkered, but we've been set up with a full checkerboard going throughout this stadium. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Volunteers will put total effort to crank us up. Fielded in the end zone. It's Watkins. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Offense in a split backfield. Tight end now in motion. The run from the shotgun. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Going to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play. The linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Direct snap. It's Taylor. And they are knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage as the defense declaws the Wildcat. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3 and outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4 and out if they don't convert. Going to try to get it himself. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Well, this quarterback's athleticism, I think, makes it a little bit easier for you as a head coach when you decide to go for it on 4th down, because if it's not there to throw the ball, his athleticism can just take over. He can go get it himself and keep the drive alive. Really nice job that time by the QB.
Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Haas. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes a grab past the marker. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Quarterback keeps it. It's loose. And the defense jumps on him. They get that turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? You get the big hit and force the fumble.
Gets the back moving. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Leaves it with the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the ball's in the hurry-up. Scanning the field, it's Aguilar. He's open on the right. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on 3rd down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing. Linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
The Vols are on the move. From the red zone, looking for a man. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance.
A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's the problem when you're living in 2nd and long situations. Sometimes the quarterbacks feel like they just got to go get it all back in one throw. That's what he was trying to do on that one. He forced it into traffic, and the defense made him pay, coming up with a huge interception.
The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you can tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Back to throw, it's Simmons. He's not afraid to go deep. He's got it inside the 30. Off and running. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Coming out with it, it's Staley. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. He's got it. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Let's go. give from the gun. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. It's complete on the right side. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, not down in distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
He tries to take the top off. Makes the grab on the shot. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Tennessee!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Taylor. Scrambling away. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
You want to end a play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield, making something happen.
Looking to throw, it's Simmons. Rushes on him. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces the fourth down.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
They've converted twice on fourth down so far. Will they make it 3? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. First down and more. Oh, a lot of space. It's a running room. Touchdown, Rebels. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their second passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Texas A&M found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in College Station. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Lewis. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lewis. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get in the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Wants to throw. It's Aguilar. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They'll move the wide receiver. The play action fake. Another incompletion on third down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Leaves it with the running back. Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line.
I love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air on 2nd down. Safe completion on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
They're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They run into a bit of trouble here, 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted deep in his own end. Got room on the return. Crosses midfield. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown Volunteers. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. Just one moment and all of a sudden the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Diggs. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. To the air, it's Simmons. Intercepted, a first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown ball! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. He's going to run it. At the 35, he's open. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. On the direct snap, it's Taylor. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Looking downfield, it's Simmons. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about hitting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Stands in and takes the hit. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Going for it all. Grabs it inside the 15. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you. But when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time. And the offense gets a huge explosive play.
The Volunteers racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Touchdown, Tennessee! Ran the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. To the air, it's Simmons. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Snags it inside the 20. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Lofts one high and deep. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
To the air, it's Aguilar. There's the pressure. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Bringing the heat. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Rebels will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He'll start the third quarter with the run. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Volunteers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. And the Vols want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Finds his big tight end. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback will keep it. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Volunteers!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. Fresno State is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Bulldog Stadium, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Wyoming. The moment something changes in this Mountain West fight, you will hear about it here. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Pocket breaking down. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Rebels. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And you're seeing the aggressiveness by the offensive coordinator on the first play of the second half. They take a shot and score a touchdown. You know they talked about this all halftime. They were just waiting for this opportunity. They knew coming out they were going to get the look they got defensively and take advantage of it, and it comes up big with a touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll start this drive going to the air. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short game.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Looking downfield, it's Aguilar. Fires to the middle. He makes the catch. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Love that throw there. And I remember as a Gator playing against Tennessee, you knew as a quarterback you were going to have to bring your A game to the park because of who was on the other sideline. I played against Peyton Manning, and I played against T. Martin, who won a national championship there. They have a legacy at that position. And this guy for Tennessee, he has a chance to be the next great one.
From the gun, the ground game. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Now adjusting. He'll throw it. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may...
Going for it all. Touchdown ball. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Man, this defense has their hands full. They're dealing with a quarterback that is pinpoint accurate, making good decisions, and they're dealing with a wide receiving group that has a lot of speed and some burners on the perimeter. They might want to think about playing some more zone coverage moving forward. That's now 3 passing TDs they've allowed.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They march 78 yards down the field, and they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Back to throw, it's Simmons. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play, and the wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
And now on second down for this offense. Looking to fire. Right on target this time. Wide open spaces. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. So we open the final period with a third down play. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Caught near the sticks. It's dribbling. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Rebels are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Haas. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
The Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Simmons. Throws to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
Here comes the heat. Got it in the middle. It's Wallace.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give them a little crease, pace, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
On the snap, it's Taylor. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Taylor. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? And you can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some wind. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum going.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Staley. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This drive going from the 17. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Turning it on! They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Back to pass, it's Aguilar. He'll take the deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
The defense has not had an answer for this guy today. Already over 150 yards receiving. That time, the ball falls incomplete, but we haven't seen that happen too often today.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
To the ground with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Lewis. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
This 3rd down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
Gotta have it here on 4th down. He lets one fly deep. He's got it and more than enough for a first down. Touchdown, Tennessee! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Simmons. With the catch, it's Wallace. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking downfield on first down. The sure hands, it's Wallace. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Rebels want to move quickly. Off the play fake on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back into 36. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Back to pass. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, honestly. After that incompletion now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
After that incompletion, fourth and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the fourth quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game?
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by 7 possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
And that running back essentially just did everything right. Not only did he rip off a 9-yard run with the lead late in the game, but he stayed in bounds. He had the awareness that if I stay in bounds, the clock keeps running, and it increases our chances of winning this game.
Touchdown, Volunteer! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. They'll operate out of split backs. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. And after this play, the cake will be baked. The give out of the gun. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has been just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.